My name is Aswad Thomas. I am a victim of gun violence. My life changed in a split second. While leaving a corner store in my neighborhood, I was shot twice in my back.
Being a victim of a violent crime is a life-changing experience. It doesn't only affect that particular victim who suffered that physical crime. It affects their mother, it affects their father, it affects their children or husband and wife. So it affects an entire family.
San Francisco General is a level 1 trauma center. The head of the trauma surgical unit, Dr. Bill Schechter, one day said to me, "We can sew them up, but we can't make them well." Crime survivors really need a whole array of services.
Trauma and Recovery Center is the reason I am here today. Right? It's the reason I am alive and I survived.
When looking at the Trauma Recovery Center, we saw a model that was reliable, was safe, that was evidence-based, that was a best practice, and the best model that could replicate across the country.
One of the more innovative aspects of this model is that it provides wraparound services. So we are providing practical assistance, case management, outreach, home visits, and mental health services.
Victims of crime that are brought in systems of care, like a trauma recovery center, are less likely to be victimized again. And unfortunately, those that are on the margins of society are at risk of repeat victimization.
The majority of the people we serve are people from underserved communities. We see victims of all kinds of violent crime, which includes victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, sexual abuse, victims of shootings, family members of homicide. We know that violence and poverty go hand in hand. I think it's one of the most important things that the Trauma Recovery Center does, that it removes barriers to care.
I think when people see TRCs popping up in their communities, I hope they see that here's a center that has my back if I'm a victim of a crime. Here's a center that has my family members' back if they are a victim of a crime, or my neighbor's back if they are a victim of a crime.
We have EMTs, we have police officers, we have firefighters. Now we have another first responder. We have trauma recovery centers to comprehensively work with the trauma that somebody experiences when they're coming out of a violent moment.
When we first started, there was only one trauma recovery center, and now there are 11. And it's absolutely a brilliant model. That, in and of itself, providing services in communities most impacted by violent crime, is prevention. A very beautiful, healing, uplifting form of crime prevention.
It's been a long journey to recovery. I think about the outcomes of what the possibilities could have been if there was a trauma recovery center in my community.
Wouldn't it be amazing if every single state in this country had a trauma recovery center? We can do more, we should do more, and we need to do more. There is so much more we can do, and I really believe that for sure.